Hi, I'm Chef Jet Tila. Today I'm going to show you a really fun dish called tonkatsu sliders. Now, tonkatsu is probably one of the original fusion foods. The Japanese take credit for it, but it's actually created by the Portuguese that were in Japan back in the day. I'm going to be using 4 of my favorite Kikkoman products. Let me show you how to get started. So I've got a nice pork shoulder steak, and I need to bread that and get that fried and nice and crispy. So what I'm going to do is I need to use a dusting, and instead of just using flour, I'm going to use something called Kara-Áge. Well, the word Kara-Áge usually pertains to Japanese fried chicken, but this is a coating they've developed that has soy and ginger in it, so it kind of is seasoning and dusting all at the same time. So I'm rolling the pork cutlet into the Kara-Áge, and now I'm going to give it a nice egg bath. So it's going to be Kara-Áge into egg and right into Panko, which is a white bread breadcrumb that's very, very crispy. So dusted it out from Kara-Áge into egg, 2 sides, and then we're going to push that right into the Panko. So the Kara-Áge is playing with the egg. Now the egg is getting the Panko to stick really well. And I want a really nice coating, so feel free to put some muscle into it, get full coverage, and just smash. And while I'm smashing, I'm thinking ahead into frying. It is a pretty thin cutlet. It's going to cook pretty quickly. So I've got some just nice neutral vegetable oil, and you want that at about 350, and that's going to cook up really, really fast. So basically, once I'm done smashing the breadcrumbs into my nice cutlet, I'll dust off whatever excess I have, and I'm going to go right into the nice hot oil here. And you want a nice gentle fry on that. You don't want to get too aggressive because the breadcrumbs will brown. You want the breadcrumbs to brown at a very nice medium rate as the pork cooks through. And cooking pork this way is probably one of the best ways to maintain moisture. And remember, it's already being flavored with all that Kara-Áge soy ginger flavor. So the pork is perfect. It's nice and golden brown. I'm going to pull that and let it drain on a rack to remove as much oil as possible. That's beautiful. So let me show you how to assemble our sliders. So we're doing a bao bun. These are basically clamshell Chinese bao dough, the same you would probably get at a dim sum restaurant. And we made these ourselves, but if you can't find these, you probably could find them pre-packaged, ready to go. So they're clamshells, they're ready to receive the pork and all that fun stuff in it. So I'm just going to slice this pork into nice thin pieces. You want to maintain some of the breading, so you want to show the breading on the outside, the pork on the inside. And depending on the size of the pork, you can do 2 to 3 pieces per bun, depending on the size of the bun as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a little bit of cabbage, because traditionally tonkatsu is served with cabbage. So I like to put it on the bottom because that helps kind of elevate the pork as well. It gives it a kind of a stage. It frames the protein going in. And we'll find 2 to 3 pieces depending what fits the best. And I think today I like 3 pieces. So I'm going to do 3 pieces of fanned out tonkatsu. And now I'm thinking about all the saucing I want to do. And of course, we have to do tonkatsu sauce. Now, tonkatsu sauce is basically, think about it like a Japanese steak sauce. It's nice and fruity. It has a nice soy flavor. It's going to go very well with the tonkatsu. A little bit of tonkatsu sauce. Now, I want kind of a counter flavor. So to me, acid and creaminess works really well. So I made a Sriracha mayonnaise, and that's pretty much just taking your favorite mayonnaise, taking the Kikkoman Sriracha sauce, adding it in there until you find that perfect balance between heat and creaminess. So just a little bit of mayonnaise. And then just for some interest, I want a little crunch. And this is Sriracha, which is basically a bonito, a sesame, and maybe a little seaweed. They have many different kinds, but it's a really nice little, just interesting crunch at the end. And that's really it. All I have to do now is plate and enjoy these. So find a really fun plate and present your tonkatsu sliders. Let me recap. We took the cutlet, We used the Kara-Áge as a dredge. We finished it into Panko, and then later, once we made the sandwiches, tonkatsu sauce, and then we made a really nice Sriracha mayonnaise. The best dish that's naturally fusion, tonkatsu sliders.